Okay, hey, it's Kel, your fireworks advisor. I was just coming at you after taking a couple days breathing after the big 4th holiday weekend. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I've seen a lot of videos out there. I know the shows are looking great. Great finales, great effects. And we had to deal with rain in certain parts of the country, and I'm hearing some mixed reviews about how we prep for rain and everything else. So today, I just want to go over a couple things that went wrong with my show. So the main thing about this is sharing, not what goes right and what goes awesome and everything else, but for other people to learn, what happened, what did you do wrong, what are you going to do next time to prevent that from happening. So I've got a couple of cakes here that didn't go in my show, and I'm going to flip the camera around here and just kind of show you what happened here. Okay, the first thing that happened here, we talked about gluing our cakes down with spray foam and everything, and again, how easy it cleans up with a putty knife after the show. It's pretty easy there to get that done. But what had happened is I had this Crimson Scales cake by Dark Fun. Nothing against Dark Fun. The firework was great. It performed well. It was in one of these boxes where you have to open the lid up, and then when you cut the tops off to glue it down, it kind of lost a little bit of the integrity within the cake itself, but for the most part, it looked pretty solid. I had it set on a pallet like this, and typically I'll glue down. The problem that I had is the slats in these pallets. Where I had it centered, we got a fire down, and the tube shot down instead of up, and it really just severed the fuse of the rest of the cake, so only about half of this went off. So I've kind of dissected this to show you what happened here, and maybe you can see this, but right here, imagine this is the last tube in this row, and when it shot down, it went through the slat on the pallet, and it cut that fuse in half there. So I still got about 16 shots left of this cake that we can just poke up here and shoot it. We'll tape it up good and get it secured and shoot it, some other time later. The other one that I had here was this little mini zipper. Everything looks good, nothing fired on it. I had a little cake fire. I had these pretty close together on a pallet, and what had happened is, you can tell there's a little charring right here on this edge. I had it matched over here on this side, and what happened is we had a cake fire run along here. I had the wires run around here, and that cake fire prior to this one shooting off just burnt that wire in two, so this one failed to go. But overall, we had about 86 cakes in the finale, plus shells and a ton of slices and everything else. So for not only having two, nobody really noticed, but it's good to do an autopsy after the show to see what you can do going forward to keep that from happening. What we're actually going to do is we're going to look at covering these pallets. Pallets work great if you're in a wet environment because your field gets a little soggy. You don't want stuff sitting out there on the ground soaking up water. Even if it's just on plywood, it can get nasty and muddy. The pallet will give it 4 or 5 inches off the ground, but got to have a solid surface, and that's the tip that I learned this time. I've shot off pallets for years and never had a problem, but this year, this one truly did. It just fell apart on me. So, and it's well constructed, don't get me wrong. It's nothing against the cake. It's just how I had it set up. So I'd love to hear about your failures or things you're going to do differently. So drop us a comment. Let us know anything that went wrong in your show, and maybe the community out there can provide you some advice to keep that from happening next time. I'm Keller, your fireworks advisor with Penguin Pyro. Come see us. Thanks.